What's up, everybody? Welcome to Nerd Talk.
Now, before we get started,
I'm tired.
you're not even going to introduce yourself. We have something that's going to happen first.
Okay.
There's something very important that has to happen right now. Dylan, are you ready? I need you to go to double screen. I need you here with us.
Look how tan we are.
I know.
Right?
It's all that
I
Florida
like
sun.
it.
What? We're going to talk about because you have to set it up. Yeah, I need you here for this. So, okay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Boss Tech. I'm sick, Boss Tech. Actually, I'm getting over it, hopefully. Sick, Boss Tech.
Tail end of a sickness, Boss Tech.
Dude,
Are you down with the sickness?
I spent...
There he is. All right, Dylan, you ready? All right. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Is it Superman's birthday or Batman's birthday?
Happy birthday, dear Boss Tech. Happy birthday to you.
God, keep your editing job. Thank you, guys. I
That
appreciate
was awesome.
that.
Yesterday was Boss Tech's birthday, so we had to do it today and take care of it.
Want to hear
because
about what I did for my exciting birthday?
You worked.
I worked. I got home at 5. Actually, it's kind of funny. I handled Tampa. Thanks, you know who you are. And so then I come home, grabbed my cabling gear, went to a church and helped them run cable. And then I went home and took 4 NyQuil and woke up this morning. That was my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yay.
Reschedule it. Nobody will know.
Yeah. You getting something for Mama?
Of course, it's Mother's Day.
Mother's Day Sunday.
Yeah. I have to tell this story.
Okay.
So I get, first of all, love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. I get a message on Monday from my father on
you
Facebook of all
yeah.
things. My dad goes, you know yesterday was Mother's Day. Your mother's very upset. No. Mother's Day's on the 14th, Dad. Well, your mom thinks it was yesterday. I'm like, okay, it's still on the 14th. Oh, okay, I'm just dumb. Thanks, love you. I was like, all right, Dad, appreciate it. So,
That's
awesome.
funny.
yeah. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there,
Yes.
even moms of bearded lizards,
Yes.
Bearded
and
mommies.
all your
lizards.
pets and ladies out there. So,
Yes,
bearded
he is.
dragon, you're
He's a
right. I'm
tiny
so
dinosaur.
sorry. It's a tiny dinosaur.
Tiny,
Who apparently
tiny
likes bass.
dinosaur.
So, we, you all right? You good?
Is he all right?
My
was
lizard
weird.
doesn't make that noise. He hisses sometimes.
That's awkward.
I'm telling everybody to go watch us on WeBeam TV.
Yes, please go watch it on WeBeamTV.com or WeBeam TV on Facebook. Or the YouTube.
The YouTube.
The
you know,
YouTube.
That YouTube. Is he talking? Okay.
A little bit more, slightly point to your corner. Yeah, over there. There you go. So right here, wait, here, right here. Click below Boss Tech. Point down, point down. Oh, this side, over there, right there. Yeah, right there. Yes, hit that button right there and subscribe.
I'm like, what the heck is he talking about?
Woo!
Yes. In all honesty, people go on there, go,
We're live now.
Ask us cool questions.
yes, or dumb questions.
Yes.
I don't care. Just please talk to us for the love of God.
We want
Oh yeah,
friends.
he's got it out there so we can answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
play the video.
it's
But-
amazing. Oh, Ed says he's watching. Hey, Ed!
Hey, hi Ed. Yeah.
Ed, call me later. I got some real crappy news for you. Just my birthday week's been freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks. It's been kind of an up and down day, all day
my
today.
God, it's
Yeah, the whole week has been.
Yeah,
Is it
awful.
weird?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It really did
not
start
just for
Monday.
us.
No.
It's for
Yeah, somebody said it was a full moon, and it's something if you're into the
Yeah, that's why.
astrology stuff, moons and earths and.
Sure, let's blame the moon.
Yeah, totally.
Stupid gravity.
freaking moon. Blow it up. We don't need it. I have no idea if he's talking or not.
Yeah, the
The
moon
moon
god did
god.
it. Yeah, it's been a rough week. It's been all up and
Yeah.
down. It's been crazy, and again, it's not been just here. It's been all over.
Tell
It's been
Dylan to
weird.
turn his mic up.
Dylan, please turn your mic up. Ed says you are not hearable. I don't think that's actually a word, but we're gonna go with
Just
it.
because we can hear you doesn't mean everybody else at home can hear you.
Well, we
he
can
doesn't-
turn our packs down.
See what it is he doesn't like hearing himself in the ears, and it makes it weird. So, but anyway,
That's perfect. Right there. Right there.
turn the speakers in the room
Okay, well,
off.
don't
That's
be
what it does.
gross. You nasty.
The speakers in there are too loud. He's going to start feeding back. That's what'll happen. You just got to turn those speakers down. But anyway, so it's been a weird week.
It has. It's been a very weird week.
Not only has it been a weird week, but it's been a weird week for everything. What were you talking about earlier? You talking about AMC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
AMC
Check
is
this
now,
out.
they're under investigation by the Department of Justice now because they have been monopolizing and actually set something in motion where other theaters can't get movies. AMC set up a deal, and apparently it's an illegal deal. Well, they're investigating it because it's a possible illegal deal, where if there are any other theaters that are not AMC or AMC owned, which they own different theaters, then if a movie if they're within 5 to 7 miles, I believe it said, that these other theaters can't run it. Now, this has been affecting, for a large part, theaters like Cinema 6, the local business theaters like Spring Hill 8, all these theaters that have come up that are not under these mega ultra chains have been affected. But now it's even affecting Regal Cinemas. Like, even Regal Cinemas can't get movies if an AMC is within 5 to 7 miles. And so,
That's
at
crazy.
least now, because Regal got affected, they're like, hey, Department of Justice, we got to investigate this. When they weren't being affected, they didn't say crap, but now all of a sudden, like, hey, wait a minute.
Right. Now
That's
that it
affecting our
affects
money too.
The other big guys, now
Yeah.
they care.
Also, apparently, in part of this deal, it's the reason AMC can put all those package deals together. Like now they have that one where it's like a bucket of popcorn that you drink for $5,
Right.
which they've never done anything that cheap before. But they can do that now because of all these deals they're doing with the theaters. They've made these exclusive deals, and they're getting money that nobody else can get, so they can cut back and do other things. And then they're
That's
giving
crazy.
like special deals but even Regal's kind of shot himself in the foot.
Yeah.
Because Regal, by going to this investigation, they will also be investigated because it will investigate all theaters.
Yep.
And they've been running a deal with Disney.
Oh my.
Yeah, so no crutch at all, Dylan. We
Yeah.
can talk about crutches later. But literally shutting themselves in the foot at the same time because they ran this exclusive deal with Disney, which is why Disney won't give Cinema 6 films because Regal Cinemas is a mile and a half away.
Right.
So
Oh, okay.
it makes no sense. We want to make as much money as possible.
You're gonna pull the other
But
one.
we're going to
out?
restrict which theaters hold our movies.
The middle
Yeah,
one's
that's
ours.
silly. That doesn't make sense.
I don't
No,
get
I'm
it.
sorry. The end one's ours. I'm talking to the guys.
Yes.
Beer and Sunshine's bringing kegs of beer in.
Billy Lau from Beer and Sunshine is here.
Billy's in the house.
So, and he bought a new pony keg. So, good times there.
Yeah. We ain't touched the other ones.
Please don't explode.
You know that?
Jesus.
We got
Please
one.
don't let
Where
it
did we get
explode.
one from?
It's
We got
been-
one from
It's truly been one of those weeks.
Tap House. We
Right.
have one from Big Storm. And I don't think we've poured 7 beers out of Big Storms.
No?
It's because the studio's been, we were slammed with work, but it's internal work.
Right.
Yeah, out there.
And we don't
Yeah,
have a ton of
not-
people.
We're not in here. We're
in
out
here.
there doing
Like
stuff.
normally this place right here has at least 100 to 200 people a week run through it.
Right.
In this past week. That's funny. I can't read what Ed said, but it was good. He made me blush.
Aw.
Yeah. See, I'm getting red. But it's been weird. It's like I said, it's been a weird. May's been weird.
It has, yeah.
Since May 1st, it has been
Yeah, it's
awkward.
just weird.
You know,
Yeah.
unloyal people, and you know.
On the plus side, MegaCon will help us finish out the month.
We hope.
So that's the
Let's-
last weekend of the month.
Let's knock on some leather, faux leather, plastic wood, whatever we can find. Hardhead, because we could definitely use that.
Absolutely. I think that's
Yeah.
going to be good.
Yep.
MegaCon. I'm thinking because we have we have Comic Book 101 on Thursdays, this show on Fridays, and Dylan and I will zoom in for Nerd Talk that
Yeah,
week.
that show will be just me and Bree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it'll be just me and you, and I'll literally switch from out here. It's
gonna be
pretty much
fun.
the way it's going to go.
That's crazy.
Just us.
And then we'll zoom in, and then we'll be there.
Okay.
But I'm thinking Thursday that I'll go up. What is that?
Billy's tapping that bad boy.
No. Dylan, what was that?
That was
Dylan?
a repeat of what we just said.
I'm confused. I've lost Dylan. I think he fainted.
I don't know.
But,
he
uh,
joined, so I
so-
don't know where he's at.
So well, now I can hear you when I'm calling your name.
Yeah.
Anytime he's
hear
trying
you
to
a
switch
lot.
from the bathroom.
No, he's not trying to switch to the bathroom. He's just trying to make sure that everybody can hear, and that's why he jumped on there to talk to Ed.
Okay.
So- yeah, don't eat it.
I feel like I'm out of the conversation.
I know,
now.
isn't it weird?
It's awkward.
I
I'm
hate
sitting
not
here
having
going, is no one talking? And
Yeah,
we're just looking
sitting here,
around going,
right.
wow. I've never noticed that cable up there before.
Yeah, but yeah, he said just turn it up a notch. You can hear it.
No, it's way
But
behind.
it's also way behind. But what I was thinking for Comic Book 101, having Q come up here and have him sitting on a couch, and then I zoom in from there. I'll head up because they don't even start till 4.
Oh, that's a
But
good
the
idea.
best day to hit Stan Lee is probably going to be Thursday because there's not a lot going on, and he and one other person are the only guests that day.
You can't take cameras, though. We have a show.
And I could zoom in from my phone, but I couldn't take a camera.
No.
Yeah. Well, so much for that idea.
Yeah, so that's...
Womp, womp, womp.
Well, I mean, you could leave after the last Thursday show. No. No. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I could leave after Deborah Law,
Yeah.
head up there, and then bring
You
it back
wouldn't
in
get
the
there
morning.
till 6:30.
Yeah, but I'll bring the camera back.
We wouldn't need it.
We wouldn't need it for Nerd Talk,
No,
No, 'cause it'll be just the
just
two of
me and
you.
me- It'll just me and Bree.
and then Beer and Sunshine, we're going to do a preemptive show.
Right.
So we could do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. So, so I have someone texting in. I got a question. What is the Val Kilmer thing that they keep saying about MegaCon or TampaCon?
TampaCon, he's going to be there. He really enjoyed his time at Indiana, and he was a last minute
I meant to
person
ask you
in
about that.
Indiana. He was in the last couple of days, and he enjoyed it so much he's going to be in Tampa, and I think he might even be in San Francisco.
I have
We're
to
going to
ask
have
about
Summer
that.
Glau in San Francisco.
How was he verbally in Indianapolis?
But like this and
He didn't talk much. I don't think I actually ever heard him. His assistant, who was in like 6-inch frickin' heels all day long, I don't know how she did that. She kept saying things back to him that I could never hear anything he was saying. He was whispering to her.
Well, because he's having major issues with a type of throat cancer,
Right.
and his tongue is completely swollen. And I saw a video the other day on
That's really gross, not gonna lie.
online, and he did some talking in it, and it was very awkward to watch.
Yeah.
That talk is like that,
And, see,
and that's
I
exactly
even
how he
thought-
sounded. I'm like, how is he going to do these Q&As and everything?
He may
I mean,
not.
good on him. Good on
Right.
him
Now, see,
for thinking about the fans. And going, I'm still going to
I mean,
be
here's
there.
a guy that I followed ever since I was a kid. You know, and I mean, and I followed through his goofy stuff to his his sad
Oh
stuff.
man, Top
to his-
Secret. Top Secret and True Genius are two of the greatest movies ever.
When he fills that house full of freaking popcorn.
Isn't that amazing? You know
That
how
is
often
awesome.
do you know how often I tried that?
But I also liked him in The Saint.
Oh, he was great in The Saint. He was fantastic in Top Gun.
Oh, Top Gun made him.
Yeah, Maverick, man.
Nice man.
But
Well, I gotta say, it's really nice when your microphone works properly.
it
Guess
is.
what? Everyone in the internet line can hear me now.
Okay, good. He said everybody can hear him at home now.
Oh, that's good.
I went and listened to
He
myself.
may not have done more than photos and autographs in Tampa. I know that for his autographs, or in Indiana, his autographs had to be secluded from everybody else. That was
Probably because he didn't want, because he's going to ask your name and.
Thank you, Ed.
Because people are literally going to be there and going, oh my God, we love your work. Thank you very much. You know, we really appreciate. And he,
Right.
of course, wants to say thank you. I'm sure he's not going to be like,
So he's not going to be at MegaCon.
no, he won't be at MegaCon.
Yeah,
They did just add because they've lost a few people at MegaCon due to constricting
They did.
conflicts. The Boondock Saints are not going to be there. None of them are going to be there anymore.
Oh, man.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Norman Reedus won't be there for Walking Dead. And now Charlie Cox had to take a last-minute role, so he won't be able to make it.
But that's A-OK
Yeah.
because we have some very other special guests
Yes,
going
they
to make
do
it.
have some very special, including Famke Jensen has just been added. She played Jean Grey in the X-Men movies. She was in GoldenEye as the villainous female. So she's been added. They added Alice Cooper, which is super awesome. He's basically there to kind of replace Meatloaf. Meatloaf was there, going to be there as part of the Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Would have been so cool.
but he had to cancel. But now Alice Cooper's coming. But Tim Curry's still on the line. Stan Lee's still going to be there.
Mike Tyson for some
Mike
reason.
Tyson's going to be there on Sunday. They just added Mike Tyson.
Really? He gonna be there?
I wonder if he'll have his pigeons.
what about the Doctor Who characters?
Oh, hold on, Ed. Yeah, me and Bree gonna be here on the 26th by ourselves.
Have Ed come up. That'd be awesome.
Well, that's what Ed. I'm hoping maybe that's what he's saying, but you know.
Maybe he'll at least switch
I
it.
don't
Maybe he'll
wanna-
at least switch it for you.
You mean we'll
I
have
can
the
try
we'll
to
have
get
the
somebody.
actual inventor of VDO,
I can try and get somebody to come and hang out for that and sit here,
Hottie?
maybe.
What's his name?
Do my best.
Mama
What's his
take my
name?
show up that
I
night
don't
too.
know.
We could have a whole.
I don't know yet. I
whole-
bet-
I have the whole hot girl time.
I've got a lot of friends that
wanna
would
bring in a hot
be
tub?
totally down for this.
A giant
Okay.
hot tub.
Just
Why
bring in a
should
giant hot tub.
Yeah, no, we need a hot
Yeah,
tub
Mama
in
Tech
here.
would make
Yeah.
me back there.
Yeah, you
She'd
back
be
there.
out here.
I'm just thinking for space
Love my
purposes,
Mama Tech.
and I absolutely think that
She's awesome.
a hot tub wouldn't fit.
But
or even a kiddie
yeah,
pool.
it's
Oh, that's even better. A kiddie pool. And
Or-
everybody wears the orange floaties.
I'm wearing my G-string,
then you are
my
definitely
speedos.
switching.
Yeah, Dylan's like, you're definitely switching that.
Yeah,
no, it's gonna
we
be-
don't want
it's
to
gonna be
scare
good.
anybody with a package.
It's gonna be a good week. Why do I have a feeling?
81 years old I am.
Why do I have a feeling you have that lime green Borat bathing suit?
Ed said he'll help us.
Sweet. Thank
Ed's
you,
the
Ed.
man.
Appreciate it.
Would that
Dylan
be
and I
called
will be
a
doing.
thong-all?
Thong-all.
A thong-all, just like in Fifth Element,
Yes.
the orange thing. It's a thong-all.
You're
Actually,
right.
Thank you.
Speaking
Full
of,
celebrity list.
this weekend is the 20th anniversary of Fifth Element, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Oh, and that's going to be in movie theaters and stuff, right?
Certain ones.
It will be
Is it going to be in any local?
That's a good question.
I hope it is. I want to go see it.
Unfortunately, Cinema 6 was not offered that because it's a Fathom Events thing, and Fathom Events does have an exclusive contract
Yeah, they
with
do.
certain
With-
people. So, Fifth
Regal, right?
Element 20th anniversary.
Even though I want absolutely everybody going to Cinema 6, but yeah, I think it's Regal.
I mean, there are times, but you know what? It's great. Fox has done what Sony hasn't done, what Disney hasn't done, and they're like, "Oh, you need the movie? We got you." So guess what they're playing next week?
Where?
Alien Covenant. So guess who's going to the 8:30 sneak preview on Thursday?
Me.
This guy. This guy right here. Right here.
So I actually
Okay.
I have the full celebrity guest list.
is
If
he
you guys
talking?
would like to hear it.
You have the full celebrity
Yeah.
guest list?
Okay.
Well, Dylan, why don't you pop your face up there and go ahead and go through the list?
What's up with that?
Your dad doesn't
At
get to
least I
hear
know
any of
you're
it. That's okay.
talking.
yeah.
To me, it's awkward silence.
Okay, so I can't pronounce her name because man, that is a name. But I didn't realize who this. I didn't realize like I know who the actress is. I just didn't know her name.
Famik Jensen?
Yeah. So
He can't pronounce Famik Jensen.
what?
He gave me crap because I couldn't pronounce the German doctor's name, and he can't pronounce Famik Jensen.
true.
No, okay. See, there are letters that
From
don't
Captain
go
America.
right next to each other, like M
I
and
can't
K.
either stuff.
Like you gotta have an A or a C or something. Like that. So it's Famik Johnson. It's like, come on now. I ain't straight
Famik.
fits together. All those letters go in the same order. Okay, so yes. Famik Jensen,
What are you
Stan
looking
Lee,
at?
Tim Curry, Richard
Oh, he's
Dean
looking at the other
Anderson,
screen so you can
Jenna
see.
Coleman, Alice Cooper,
That's right, Richard Dean Anderson.
Tom Canova.
No way.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Katie Lotz,
The
Daniel
original
Weinberger,
MacGyver.
James Marsters.
James Marsden, the guy who played Cyclops.
Yes. No.
No, the guy from.
No, not from Buffy.
No, the guy from Buffy.
Yes.
James
Oh,
James
yeah.
Marsden, not James Marsdenson. James Marsden.
Eliza Dushku. I like that last name. Dushku from Buffy the
should have
Vampire
him
Slayer.
turn this.
Man,
Nicholas
there's
Brendan,
nobody anywhere
Caleb
near here.
Mullen.
The closest theater is Citrus Park Town Center. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Citrus Park Town Mall is the closest one.
Well, I'm working tomorrow. It
not
doesn't really
super
matter. I'm doing some lame show in Bel Air.
Who else from Doctor Who? I heard Jenna Coleman. I thought-
Well, that's only half the list. I'm still going.
Rose.
Gatton Matstro, Matthew Lewis, Mike Tyson, Eli's Gamble, Paul Wesley,
He said Mike
Felicia
Tyson.
Day,
Mike
Gina
Tyson.
Torres, Jerry Ryan, Tom Wilson, Biff,
Oh, Jerry Ryan,
Piff.
Nice.
7 of 9.
Yes, I love
Ray
Sam.
Oh, and the guy who
Park,
played
the
Biff's
one
gonna
and
be
only
too.
Darth Maul.
Really?
Tom Wilson.
He'll look like he did in the movie. Old. Wrinkly.
actually doesn't look that bad.
You damn kids!
Oh, there's just found out too. I think this is on Thursday or Friday. I gotta look it up again. There is a full-on DeLorean time traveling experience.
What?
Being interrupted again.
You can be. I'm sorry. This is really cool. Well, we are on episode 88 of Nerd Talk. And
88 miles
episode
an
88 of
hour.
Nerd Talk, DeLoreans, Back to the Future. You can ride in a DeLorean with Tom Wilson.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
That we should film.
I wish we could.
Is that
I'm gonna-
MegaCon?
Yeah, it's at MegaCon.
Well, hey, we're media,
I'm gonna
right?
see if they can get us in. I'm gonna email her
that'd
to
be
see what kind of
cool.
access we can get as far as, because I know she has to talk to and Ashley Jimenez. You have been amazing.
Oh yeah, this
with the people at
MegaCon girl, the bomb.
You have been phenomenal. Thank you so much. You guys have bent over backwards for us, and we really, really appreciate it. We're going to try to make life as easy on you as possible.
Yeah,
we
we're not going to
apologize.
invade. We're not
Yeah.
going to invade. I promise.
Yeah.
We are generally nice people.
And
I guess you could assume.
they got back to me right away. They got back to me with everything we needed. There are certain caveats we need as a TV station trying to do shows that they're like, well, we don't normally do this. However, we're
Right.
going to give you this place right outside of our office.
Right.
We're going to make it work for you.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
Ashley, thank you so very much.
Oh, I got
and
me-
I will be emailing you on Monday just to see if you can. You said to wait until right before the show or the convention to see if you can get in contact with the publicist for all,
Yeah.
Stanley and all those
We're gonna
guys
need
to see
talk to her
what
about
kind of
getting
access.
a couple more passes.
Hey there,
too.
mister. Can I finish the list now?
Yes.
So,
Thank you. If you could have some
you need to talk to her
kind.
about that.
We did leave off at Ray Park. So Ray Park, Spencer
Yes.
Wilding, Barry
Park.
Bostwick, Nell Campbell, Patricia Quinn, John Schneider,
Mr. T going to be there?
Tom
I wish.
Wopat. Wopat? From the Dukes
Be
of
good to your
all
mom.
of the
Be
Dukes are
good
Hazzard
to
are
your
going to be
mom.
there.
Yes,
Remember,
all the Dukes.
Be
of
good to your mom.
all the
of them are gonna be
original
there.
all the original Dukes of Hazzard.
And then we have our cancellations, which
She-
are very,
what
very
was her name?
unfortunate. But this really is like that's
was
a
Daisy's-
lot of people
what was the original
becoming
name?
in 4 days.
Yeah, it is. That's
Yeah.
a lot of
You also
artists.
didn't cover the fact that there are the world's most some of the world's greatest cosplayers that are professional cosplayers are going to be there and
Right,
doing
on
Q&As and everything else. You've
Yeah,
also
on
got
top of getting
like
comic
2
book-
dozen world-class tattoo artists doing tattoos there the whole weekend.
What?
Oh, man. I guess some ink
That's
done.
cool.
Get my flash done.
I'll do flash.
Yeah, I was saying
Nice.
we have
Sharpie.
comic book featured guests. We have artists,
Yeah,
internet
some of the-
celebrities.
Some
wow.
of the biggest comic book writers and artists are going to be there, like Scott Snyder, the guy who basically completely revived the Batman comics here over the last few years.
If you are a fan of Cyanide and Happiness, both Rob Denelbiker and Dave McElfatrick, I can't make that up. That's his actual name. McElfatrick. McElfatrick?
McElfatrick.
I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I'm sure I don't think he'd carry either way. I give it a shot. Both of them are going to be there, which is actually kind of funny because they were not there 2 days ago when I was looking at it.
Yeah, like I told you, they added a bunch of people. Because that's the thing, MegaCon doesn't play, man. They're like, okay, we had these cancelizations. Let's find somebody to replace them.
And there's probably a lot of people that don't commit until the very end so that they don't have to cancel.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably happens too. It's like
They test the waters.
I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know if I'm going to have work. I don't know if I'll be shooting. So we'll just hold off. It's tentative, and then
Oh,
finally.
there is another show. I believe it's during the same weekend as Tampa Comic Con in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes,
and Karen
SuperCon.
Gillan from Doctor Who is going to be there.
Yeah, she also plays Nebula
Yes.
in Guardians of the Galaxy. She will be there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Fort Lauderdale is kind of far.
Yeah.
I don't want to drive that far. That's my birthday weekend. That's my birthday weekend.
Is that-
It's your birthday?
Yeah, July 29th. So that weekend, I'm really upset at Tampa Bay Comic Con because that was supposed to be a whole weekend
Birthday
where
experience.
Tampa entirely celebrated my birthday, and now it's not going to happen. And everybody at Tampa Bay Comic Con is going to be so disappointed. And I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not on me. It's on them.
Oh, man.
What? What
Guys.
happened? Yes. What, Dylan?
Charles Martinet is going to be there.
Who?
Charles Martinet.
I
Charles
met
Martinet?
him.
That's Mario's voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking you. I was like,
Woo!
the guy who does the voice of Mario is going to be at MegaCon.
Really?
The iconic voice for
That
the
dude,
last
when you see
20
him-
years now?
You would be like, you're the voice of Mario?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah, actually, there's a few voice actors that are actually relatively popular going to be there. For example, Billy West, the voice of Fry from Futurama, is going to be there.
Yep, the voice of
Nice.
Fry from
I think
Futurama
it's
will be
cool.
there.
I like Futurama.
The guy who Nolan North who voiced
Yep.
Uncharted.
Cool.
Nathan
Troy
Drake.
Baker.
Troy Baker will be there.
Troy Baker's done a lot.
yeah, he's
done
done
a
a
lot.
lot. That
He
list
even has
is
his hand in League of
long.
Legends. I
Well,
believe.
Nolan North, I believe, has a pretty long list too. If I'm correct. I mean, the guest list I can't even count. It's
crazy.
massive. So,
I made the mistake
honestly,
of pulling up Troy Baker and Nolan North's IMDb page, and Jesus.
yeah, that's probably very long.
You know how you have that little gray bar at the side, your little scroll
Yep.
bar?
Yeah, little scroll bar.
Man, when I say a little scroll bar, I mean a little scroll
Yeah,
bar. We're
it's probably
talking
super
like
long.
AAA battery scroll bar. Like Jesus, man, he's done everything.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty
In fact,
impressive.
also been in a Mario game.
He's done a Mario game as well.
Yep, SBO the Chameleon in
Really?
Mario and Sonic at the 2014 Olympic Winter Games. Actually, I remember him now from when I think it was Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, Sonic Heroes.
SBO
the
SBO's
Chameleon.
in. That was always
That's pretty cool.
Jesus, he's done so much stuff.
Yeah, it's probably a pretty long
I haven't gotten into the bees.
list. You hadn't even gotten to the bees yet? Oh
There
god,
we go,
just
now I'm on the
stop.
bees.
Just stop. Just stop.
And you know where you can find all these great people and what they're really all about? You can find them at cinema. No, you can find them at comics and hobbies.
That is
We
true.
tried.
Comics and hobbies.
Comics and Hobbies.
which is a great sponsor of the show and the WeBeam TV. And when you want to go watch these great movies, you go to Cinema 6 because she is a wonderful sponsor. of
Absolutely.
WeBeam TV,
Cinema 6 on Embassy and 19.
Nerd Talk, Comic Book 101. She supports the whole station. And you know what? When you're looking for some comfortable furniture, just to sit back and relax and watch a big screen TV, because if you need one of those, then you're gonna head on over to Great Rooms in Newport Richey and in Spring Hill, because they got the bomb stuff, like that couch right there. That was awesome stuff.
Well,
And
you're
you know
gonna need
what?
somewhere to sit.
I put some bomb oil in my.
Do not bring it out here, Dylan. For the love of God, do not bring the Area 52 beard oil out
Oh,
here. Don't you do it.
that was awesome, because I put some in right before we went on, because
I
this
don't know, there's a
morning
nice big target right there
I
on
forgot
Vince's
to.
forehead.
So bad. And it was dry and itchy all day long. And you know what? But you know what? What's even better is when you get your oil all over your shirt. If you need new T-shirts, maybe need customized T-shirt, even just one shirt, you can go over there to Gulfside T-shirts in Newport Richey on Ridge Road. Man, that guy Tim will take care of you.
GulfsideCustomT-shirts.com.
I got those all in there.
I'm
That's
really
awesome.
hoping that Dylan. Okay, he's not coming out here.
Okay.
No,
Did you see what
I'm not
happened
gonna come.
2 weeks ago?
I think I'll just. I
Two
think-
episodes of Comic Book 101. I'm doing the spiel. I'm doing my Area 52.
hit in the head.
Yeah, he comes running out, all excited, and he comes running. Here, toss! And he had more momentum than he thought, so it was just
There it
all
is.
went with him.
There it is,
there it
beard
is.
oil,
Area
that's mine.
52 beard
This
oil.
is the very
I
beard
leave
oil
it
that
in
hit
here,
the
so in the
face.
morning when I get over
Square
here,
in the forehead.
I put my oil in, then I drive over Tampa.
I had a concussion because of it.
Oh yeah.
Attaboy.
Well,
hit me
you know what they
dead
say,
in the
builds
forehead.
character.
And that's what my
Built
wife
character.
shared. She's like, watch this video. At 2 minutes and 15 seconds, Superbeard gets hit in the head with a bottle of oil. I was like,
I
Really?
am getting you free views. Thank you very much. You
Yeah.
should be thanking me.
why haven't I gone viral?
I didn't hit you hard
You
enough.
didn't get there.
Dude,
I actually
having flashbacks.
have flashbacks.
I think if I hit you harder,
It was, those bottles are so good. I dropped one on concrete, didn't break.
So I noticed that
That's
the
awesome.
couch keeps going further and further back. It's
Well, I shifted it over because last week we had a gap where you were like, way over there.
Yeah.
And then we were way over
Big
there.
We
So I
could fit-
slid
we
it
could-
over, but I think when I slid it, I accidentally pushed it back too.
I
Yeah, we
figured
keep
I'd be
getting
all.
further and further away from the table.
I know, it's kind of weird, isn't it? I like being able to put my foot up there, but I
Wait.
figured because I got phone calls on the way here and that weren't good phone calls, and I figured I'd be in a just nasty mood. Yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah,
And we'll move on.
yeah. So I don't want to rain nerd talk on it because of all the crap.
I mean,
Anyway.
again, it is what it is, and it's
Hey, we had 2 people. Come back. Come back.
you know.
You know what could make our day better? A sonic screwdriver.
Ed says
What?
masturbation oil.
Masturbation oil.
Well, Ed, whatever you know. Who am I to judge? If you buy my beard oil and you use it for other particular recreational purposes,
Lubrication is lubrication. It's all that matters.
hey, you don't
That's
have.
fair.
And, remember, and you know it goes. It makes your hands all nice and soft.
it
You don't
makes
have
it
to
nice
wash
and
it off.
supple.
So
Tony
go for
Rue?
it. You don't even have to wash up after. Well, you still have to wash up afterwards, but not because of my
I
oil.
Yeah,
really
that's
should
right.
hope you wash. I should
That's
really
right.
hope you wash up afterwards.
That's funny. That's
Oh,
boy,
Ed,
Yeah.
Ed.
Ed.
Reminds me of that
You know
meme
what
I
was
just
at
saw.
iHeart today?
What?
The Gold Cup for the soccer league, the
Really?
professional soccer league. Yeah, I guess the it's not a league. It's it's like the Olympics. So all these people get chosen from, but they actually brought the big, huge gold cup and put it in. There was at 970 and. You better be good. It's 620 WDAE.
Jesus.
So it's kind of cool. And man, the dude was walking around with white gloves on
yeah.
and the whole 9 yards. I was
wow.
like, so I asked Jeff Afal, I'm like, Jeff Afal, what is that? He goes, oh, it's the gold cup. And I'm like, oh, really? I said, what's it for? He goes, soccer. I'm like, oh. Jeff is a big soccer guy. I mean, he loves that soccer. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, is it? He goes, it was for the pro teams. I was like, oh, well, I said, it's like the Rowdies or something like that. He goes, no. He goes, it's like, it's how they make beer down south. Anyway, that said, I love the way his mind works. But it was, I guess, it's just like the Olympic team, except for it's the professional where, team pulls different players and then I guess you go around. I guess the America team won a couple years ago against Brazil in the Congressional Cup or whatever it is, and then the next year Brazil turned around and won the whole thing overall. So I don't know, but it was kind of cool.
It's always weird. Like I've seen teams win after losing. I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, I don't either.
They lose in the playoffs and yet somehow win. I'm like,
But
what,
it was
what happened?
but it was cool. It
Yeah,
was
soccer
cool.
doesn't
Soccer's
make sense.
weird.
It
It's
is.
very, very weird.
My brother's
But,
obsessed with soccer, and it still doesn't make sense.
I remember when the Lightning won the Stanley Cup, and I got to see
Yeah.
that. And
Oh, a
again,
couple
the guy
years
with the
ago.
white gloves, and everything. They're very.
Oh yeah.
But that was pretty cool. Getting
It's
to see
like-
the Stanley Cup, and when the Lightning won, they were the very last team on the very last rung before a new rung had to be added.
Oh, nice.
So it was really cool. So
cool.
you're talking about it was a full cup from the original one. They literally were they were the last team to go on the original set of the cup.
So next week I think we should have Mario Kart Wars.
I'm down.
Yep, we're gonna do a show about Mario Kart.
But I think we should all play.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we'll all
I'll
have
get
them.
into the Joy-Con. I wonder how far those reach.
They'll reach out here.
Well, what I mean is,
Oh, him playing in there.
yeah.
We'll have to figure that out.
Or we just put it up on a split screen and he comes out here.
That would be fine.
Put the game on one side, us on the other.
And we can
then
switch.
play.
Believe it or not, we can switch from out here. We're pretty. And we can do that. We have that technology.
Yeah, but are you going to want to switch while in a race?
If I'm losing, yeah.
I'll probably lose. I run into the walls. I'm so bad at racing. games. My favorite
I'll have to have a
race
bucket next
game
to
is
me.
Burnout Revenge because
'Cause I'm gonna
the
play
entire
until I
purpose
puke.
The whole time is
I want a
crashing.
rematch against Vince. Thank you.
You won what?
I want a rematch.
Yeah, of course, the rematch. Absolutely.
I
well, in all
need a
fairness,
rematch.
we only did 3 of the 4 races, so I was ahead 2-1, but you could have tied.
Absolutely.
And so it would have come down. It
100%.
would have come down to points,
Oh,
which
there
we
were
were
4
so close
races?
at that
It was
point.
a
Yeah,
Grand
4
Prix,
races.
yeah. So he got
Okay.
first, I got second, he got first, and I got second. So I mean,
Waving at Bear and Sunshine, they showed up. So,
say
well,
hi.
I mean,
Oh,
Billy's
here, I'll-
just
Not
wait,
wearing
Billy's-
much.
Billy's
It'll be a
been-
good show tonight.
In all fairness, it's more than what you normally
I don't
wear.
know how
so-
Billy lets her go out like that. I'd be nuts. Body wife.
Aren't you nuts now with what she's wearing?
Yeah.
There you go.
Billy, are you nuts? He's not answering.
Billy said only between his legs.
I heard a little bit.
Well done, Billy.
If you need
done.
Beard South oil, we got it.
Yeah, we have Beard South oil. So, oh God, I'm not gonna be able to look at my own product now. Anyways,
That
Thanks,
was funny.
yeah,
She just got that.
yeah.
Love her. She's a little.
Took her a second.
Yeah.
Redhead.
Anyway, so
So-
yeah, so what's coming up this weekend in movies? Anything
Okay.
good coming out? I mean, I
I'm
went
really
and
glad
saw
you said that.
Guardians
Alien
last
Covenant. What's up
weekend.
with Alien
You did go see it?
And you know what? The whole, it's because I'm such a loyal person to our people. I had to go. I went to Regal, and the whole time out there, I did not feel comfortable.
Yeah, when I went and saw it, I went to the same Regal because
I just did not
It's
feel
I
comfortable.
did. I felt
sitting in
that. I'm
there.
just like,
This is crap. Oh, she should have this movie down there in that
Yeah.
theater.
Yeah.
It's all BS. And I almost lost the movie experience.
yeah. Well, I can tell you that at least the one thing Disney will do is they will give it to her later. Like she got Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, but,
And that was
you know.
shortly after it came out, right?
Yeah, it was like 2
wasn't-
weeks later.
Yeah.
Oh
But that's
man,
still-
I'm gonna wait till the
that's
hype
2
dies
weeks.
down.
That,
So
like-
my main theme
she
is
could have
make
made
money.
good revenue.
Yeah.
Of course, then again, to be honest with you, there wasn't that many people in there. I think the theater
Oh my
was
God!
half full.
I meant to mention that. I forgot to mention it the day I went. So I'm going to the Thursday night sneak preview at Regal, right?
Right,
I went to the 8 o'clock showing.
right.
Should have been packed, right? No.
Really?
10 people, including the 4 of us.
Yeah.
There was only 6 other people in that whole theater.
It was very.
I was
Yeah, no,
shocked.
it wasn't a lot of people. No, I love the movie. I
Yeah,
don't care what anybody
phenomenal.
says. I think it's actually better than the first one.
Yeah.
I actually,
I can't wait to
I plan
see
on
it.
doing
I'm excited.
an open letter of sorts on movie critics. I think this is something, a little Podvision mini, if you will.
Yeah.
We've had a bit of a week where we couldn't do this kind of stuff, but starting next week, on Tuesday, I will be doing this. Critics, I'm just going to give you a taste of it. Critics, get off your high horse. All you art school, your favorite film is in black and white
saw
in
that.
another language and was only seen in Sundance, and if you don't know what it is, then you're not an art critic yourself. Piss off.
Yeah.
Go. Stop it. Stop it. Anything that comes from a big studio, you want
Oh,
to
I thought you were
bash.
talking to me. I
And
was
just
telling no.
stop it.
I have.
But
I
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go much more further, and we're gonna shoot this next week, and then
No,
I'm
see,
gonna put it on
that's,
Facebook.
that's Twisted Views, man. That's where we need to be.
Well, that's true too.
We have a show coming up called Twisted Views. If we can ever get our schedule back on normal, one knucklehead throws us into a tailspin, and
Right.
it was.
Do you
that's
want
not
to
gonna
watch
happen anymore.
Vince
We're gonna
talk
fix all
about
this.
stuff and stuff
But
his mouth full of
that's
meat?
the kind of stuff I want to talk about because I agree with you. I think here's what I honestly think. I think that some of these guys that are so-called movie critics, they happen to write a blog or a post and it went super viral because it was at the right time and the right place. But you know what? That doesn't mean they're any smarter or any more knowledgeable about movies than anybody else walking the face of this planet is.
Well,
Period.
that's
Man,
You
the
can
thing.
if I
sit there
had-
and know all this crap. We used to have guys sit on Nerd Talk and other shows like that they just thought they were the know-all to end-all, and what they
Yeah.
said was gold, and they knew I'm old enough. I was probably twice everybody's age ever working for me, except for you. And it's good, back in the day, I used to know that stuff. I used to know, and I was the other side of music. I mean, I could tell you bands, I could tell you players in the bands that come and gone, records sold, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with sports. Baseball lost me a long time ago, but man, I could tell you back to the beginning of baseball, what player played for who, what their stats were, what their runs, what their ERA is, what their batting. I knew it all. But I come to the conclusion about 10 years ago that none of that crap matters. It just doesn't matter. If that's what you want to waste your time and try to be the know-it-all in that crap and be so anal and be, well, I didn't like it because of this and blah 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 blah. Movies are meant to do one thing, and that is to spin reality.
Yeah, it's escapism.
That's
It's
it.
to entertain.
If you
I
go
must
there
say,
and
that
you're
movie
like
was
this
quite-
trying to watch everything,
Put your Hitler stash down.
Atrocious. It was an awful movie. I did not like it at all.
oh my
It
god,
was terrible, I must say. It was just too dark, too. It was too happy. It was.
Am I
It was
gonna hurt
too
him?
sad.
No,
too
no,
funny.
he's not making fun of you. He's making fun of critics. But Dylan and I actually talked about this.
I went to Juilliard for 14 years to
Yeah.
understand all this. You'll never understand.
We talked
common
about this.
moviegoer peasant.
We talked about this because I went through and actually decided to, after watching the movie, really get in depth in it. And I read probably 20 different film critics.
His comb smells like beard
And there
oil,
was-
by the way.
Your comb smells like beard oil. Yeah, smells good.
they probably all regurgitated the exact same thing.
So,
not
well,
what
what it
I
was
heard.
this: you had critics that just said the movie was fantastic, and they're like, "We loved it. We love what the characters did. We love the growth. We understood that the movie had to get a little bit darker and get a little more emotional because that's what you do as you build a series. You're telling a story,
Yeah.
and they got it. And I read their bios, and they were." And every bio was like, a lover of film since a little kid. Favorite movie is something like Mary Poppins, or these, films. Then I went over to these critics. The movie was terrible. The comedy was deadpan. There was no growth in character. No reason for it to go dark. Blah, 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 blah. Studied film. Their very first thing is they have a master's in film studies and film theory. And their favorite film is some film that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah, that's
And
one thing that
I'm
I'll
like-
chime in on. As I really do think, as I
noir
expressed
movie.
my views
Yeah.
multiple times
Something's only been
before
seen in cans.
about movies that
I
are
love looking at cans.
sunshine and rainbows.
Get it?
Yeah.
Cans.
They're too
Tatas.
happy, and I really don't like characters
Save
like
the
that. For
cans.
example, and we had this discussion
doesn't say
on
like that.
Comeback 101. Is I feel that if you can't connect to the person or the hero, and you can't experience their loss, that completely takes away from the movie. For example,
Oh, he's on a
Superman. I cannot relate to him at all.
I should have you on the speakers up there.
He's like, I am
Those
some
wouldn't feed
immortal
back to us.
being of I can't be stopped and no one can stop me and herder, I'm the best and I'm literally untouchable.
Herder. I like that.
Herder. Yet Batman gets the crap kicked out of him, throw him in the bottom of a giant well, and he's gonna literally climb his way out and fail multiple times before he succeeds. I don't see Superman failing to catch Lois Lane ever or stop the world, the Daily Planet globe from falling on people. Which, by the way, that falls in like every movie that it's in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in all fairness, when it comes to Superman, he's still relatable. It's just
Hardly.
he is. It's just
Oh man,
what
my
that is.
planet blew up
that's
even
the
though I
guy
didn't
who's
know it, and my foster parents aren't like me.
That's the same guy
and
who loves
a small green
Deathstroke.
rock can kill me.
but he doesn't like Deathstroke come July.
No, Deathstroke
longer-
July doesn't exist anymore.
He goes, he
Deathstroke
loves
just disappeared.
Deathstroke,
And
but
it-
in July, Deathstroke becomes a hero and changes his outfit to a black and white outfit.
Allegedly,
And he's
you
already-
have to use the word allegedly.
No, I
because
don't.
Even they say,
it's issue 21. It's
even
already
they
set in
say-
stone.
Even they say, me
Set
and
in
you read
stone.
it just
It's coming out.
yesterday. Has he truly shed his evil ways?
He's already given up. He's like, I gotta go buy a new wallet, a new hat.
Yep, new belt,
Because it's a hero.
everything's gotta go.
He doesn't like Superman because he's a hero.
No, I don't like. No, I
He's a Boy
I
Scout
don't mind
hero.
heroes because I like heroes. I like Batman.
Batman
I like,
is a very
I
dark
really like
one.
Martian Manhunter. He's awesome, but they're heroes, but they're.
How can you relate to a guy who's green skin, can shapeshift, and is stronger than
Oh, that's just 'cause I
Superman?
like aliens. That one's simple.
Superman's an alien.
Superman's a mutant, if anything.
He's an alien. He's
Hardly.
from
He's a
another
lame
planet.
alien. Martian Manhunter.
It's
Martian Manhunter can
wait,
face
I
through
got
things.
it. He's an alien racist because Superman's a white
Oh,
alien.
you a hater.
and looks like a human.
I mean,
He's not an alien.
My
But because
fa-
Martian
my
Build
favorite-
that wall! Build that wall!
My
Martian
favorite
Manhunter is
alien is the
green and
Xenomorph,
doesn't look
so-
like it. He's an alien racist. How
What about the
awful is that?
doctor? The doctor's an alien,
I'm okay with the Doctor.
He is an alien.
and he's a white guy.
I don't
Yeah,
mind the Doctor. Actually, I
sometimes.
like the Doctor. I've watched a lot
There's a
more
chance
Doctor
that he
Who
will
than I
be a
really
woman.
should.
And there's a chance he could be a black
There's
man.
a very
Apparently,
low
Idris Elba.
chance that
Idris
he'll-
Elba is now on the list because they won't let him play Bond. He's now on the list to possibly play a doctor.
That's awesome.
Idris Elba as
I'd
a
look at
doctor
that.
would be awesome.
that
By
would
the
be
way,
cool.
I'll
Idris
point-
Elba. He plays Heimdall from the Thor movies. The gatekeeper.
yeah,
The gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Yes.
That,
So
The last, you mean the,
Be
you mean
kinda cool.
the Last Stone?
I think
Yeah.
a female doctor
Superman
would be kind of cool.
he's very relatable.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's the truth, justice, and the American way. Even though they won't say American way anymore because we can't because political correctness.
Except that
Eh.
the people in his universe that they can't tell that he's the same person. Oh my God, you're a totally different person.
No,
I'm so
we
glad
went
you
over-
brought that up.
we- so
I'm
we
so
went-
glad you
we
brought
went
that up.
over actually everything that he
I'm so
does.
glad
He
you brought it
does
up.
a lot.
So here's what Superman does.
Yeah, here we
Superman
go.
does not just put the glasses on. As Superman, he is 6'4", stands up straight, and a baritone. As Clark Kent, hair parted differently, 6'2", baggier clothes to not show physique, and changes his voice 2 octaves down.
Does he slouch too?
Yes.
And
He also
vibrates.
vibrates himself.
He vibrates himself so that his
He
face is never
vibrates?
completely
Just like
visible.
the Flash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the Flash is just
and
cool though.
He's
Yeah.
purposely clumsy, purposely weak.
Though if you
changes
ask
a
Vince,
lot.
Ezra Miller Flash is not cool.
What?
And he's the only one
I said
that
if you
does.
ask
Ezra
Vince,
Miller
Ezra
Flash is an emo jackass, and I'm not happy about it. Oh my God! First of all,
Reverse Flash.
when did
Oh, I haven't
when did
seen it yet.
when did the Flash
Damn.
ever have black long hair and a goatee like in the clip from
when did he have a
Batman vs
not
Superman?
cocky emo phase?
And it-
Can I keep this?
Oh my God!
Oh my.
Real Flash would have been like,
Hey, guess what?
Mine, and then
My
bolt it out the
Dayquil
room.
wore off.
Your Dayquil wore off.
Oh my God, do I feel like crap. Anyway, Superman is awesome
I agree.
because here's the deal:
So whatever.
if he wanted to kill you,
He's a lame alien.
he could.
So could Xenomorph, so could Martian
He could
Manhunter.
literally go fly out of the planet, push on it with minimal effort, move it an inch, and the whole world would burn, and he would just sit there and laugh and laugh and laugh.
Why would he
but
laugh?
No,
He just killed Lois
He has
Lane.
morals.
He has killed Lois Lane.
Well, if the
and
Joker,
his step-parents.
killed, they're already dead in most storylines. They're not
At
around
most,
anymore.
I can still cling to the one they're not.
I'm just saying, if he wanted to, he could.
He could. He
Batman can't do that.
Nope.
I mean, he could.
No.
To be fair, we
Batman could not fly out at any moment out to space and with
Batman
Are
minimal,
you
could
trying to
fart
tell
down
me
his
that
effort
own
push the
Batman's
planet.
planet.
not smart
Push the
enough?
planet
To,
out
like,
of the way.
you know,
No, he could
Batman
blow it
and Wayne-
up. I'm not saying he couldn't figure out a way to drill to the core and blow
Oh,
up
he
the
absolutely
planet.
could. I was gonna say,
But
I'm pretty sure
he
that's his
can't at a
backup
whim
plan.
just go.
Nope.
He can't be walking down the street and go, you know what? I hit everyone. Shoom, fly up into space, go out there and with minimal effort push it on his own. No.
No, because he's not.
He
He
could probably do a Superman fart and kill everybody. Think about
I
it.
mean,
Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen that?
Up in the ozone?
Have you ever seen that cartoon?
Gas cloud.
It's because remember in Superman 2, him and Lois are in the Fortress of Solitude. And he's finally shown her, and they, of course, it's insinuated that they make love. But there's a cartoon when it's like she goes to do it.
Hence, Superman Returns.
Yeah,
Little kid.
He drops the trowel, and she's like, "What is that?" He's like, "My appendix, or my appendages," and she's like, "What? Why does it have teeth to latch onto you?" It was at that moment that Lois Lane remembered that Clark was of alien. Because we had no idea. It's like,
We just kind of assume that his
we just assume his anatomies are the same.
in reality. I would have always loved that. Is like
What do you say?
Flashpoint Theory covers
Hey,
that.
real quick, Dylan, real quick.
Yes?
Can you turn the speakers on so John can hear you?
No,
We just realized it's an option.
Your mic.
No, it's fine. Just don't turn them up super loud.
Would that be like reverse teeth?
It's the
Yeah,
one. It's the
yeah.
one. Oh, it's the one
teeth.
next to the main. That's horrible.
think about that.
Wouldn't it be-
walking away. I don't want it.
Wouldn't it be worse?
I
Could you
didn't
imagine?
sign up for this.
Like, what happens? Like, not only did it have teeth, but if it actually made like a noise, like.
It would be awesome if it made like a really obnoxiously cute noise.
No,
Even then.
no, it would not. I can absolutely hear myself. By the way, but
God.
I think it's they're above me.
Turn it down a little bit more.
I think it's because they're above me, not
That
because
is. Oh no, they're loud out here.
They're perfect.
Oh no, you know what it is? They're resonating through your mic. They're fine for John. I'm hearing them resonate through your mic because, like you said, they're above you. But I'm okay with that as long as he can hear you.
Yeah.
Behold,
Whoa,
mortal.
jeez.
Okay, let's not go crazy. Oh my.
You think Superman?
How did we get
is
on
mighty?
Superman?
I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. So we were talking about this before the show started. Who are some of the most unloyal superheroes and villains?
And of course, we went obvious. Loki is obviously
Loki's
one.
number one,
You
right?
God of Mischief, of
Aren't
course.
a lot of the Batman villains pretty
No loyalty.
spineless?
Yeah,
I mean-
and actually, that's a great. It's a great switch because there's a major loyalty. If you look at the Flash villains, his rogues gallery, they actually have a moral code. They never kill and they never turn on each other. Now, granted, a couple of them have occasionally broken that, but for the most part, they've really stuck to that. Whereas Batman's villains, they'll turn on you in a heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
Oh yeah, they don't
Penguin's one of the worst. He's always
Yeah.
out for himself.
Joker's so horrible.
Joker's just crazy.
I would say unpredictable. Like there's no.
It was really funny when he found out
Joker
somebody
and
was.
Harley Quinn.
I forgot who. There's a storyline where he joined up with another villain, but the villain was a communist. He's like, "Look, I may be a homicidal maniac, but I'm an American homicidal maniac," and turned on the guy and killed him. So I thought that was pretty awesome. I was
God bless.
like, America.
Okay, so
but-
so while you're thinking about that, here's the next question: what hero or villain has the best long game?
The best what?
Long game, like plays it out. I think
Constantine.
Constantine as a hero has had a great long game. I think Deathstroke has a great long game. He plays things out for
Until
years.
2 weeks when he turns
Until
white and
when he
black.
turns to July 1st when he becomes a hero.
Then again, he'll also have the power of the Speed Force. Then, so
He doesn't retain the power.
we don't know that.
It says he doesn't retain it.
Then what the hell's the point of going black and white? May as well stay black and orange. I'd at least respect that more.
It's because he's changing his life completely. So he's also going to change his costume completely. Although his son is taking up a bit of his orange.
Why I was like, oh, he changed. Well, hold on.
By the way, part of the reason he changes his mind is that once in the Speed Force, he's shown a lot because the Speed Force actually is not just the ability to go fast. It actually shows a lot, and it also helps him bring his son back from the.
It's
dead.
new. It's New 52, right? So
No.
Oh.
No, it is Rebirth. It is
So
the
it's-
Legacy edition of the Speed Force, not the New 52 BS version.
no. But I'm saying like, if it's going to be his son, is it going to be his son where with powers and?
Yes,
have
son,
that
I believe
right
son
there.
with powers.
So the
I
one
have
that takes
the
up the grandpa.
52,
Yeah.
the omnibus.
Because Deathstroke, Daddy Deathstroke is terrifying.
Yeah, oh yeah, forgot about that. But
I don't know. I guess I never
Batman is
followed Deathstroke.
Batman has a great long game.
Do
you think so?
Deathstroke has his own.
pretty
Has his own.
consistent.
He has a straight plan for everybody.
Not consistency. That's
Yeah.
not a long game.
No.
But don't forget, he has a backup plan for everybody. He
would say,
expects down the road at some point that every hero will turn bad.
Yeah.
And in that case, he's already ready to go. And that got turned on him. Somebody hacked his system, and that was what Justice was all about. And where they, we just found out all their weaknesses because Batman already had them, and he was ready to go. He's always played the long game. Ozymandias from Watchmen.
The Watchmen.
Yeah.
Man, did he play the long game.
He definitely had
Man, he planned that back in
every
the
plan
40s.
under the sun.
Man, he planned that out. And not only did he play the long game, he took the knowledge that he was going to kill 2/3 of the entire planet population on his shoulders and said, kill a few to save many kind of thing. I'm like, well, that's not a few.
Kill one, save 1,000. Hold on, you're off on your numbers there.
You're killing 3
Normally,
billion.
You kill 1/3 to save 2/3, but this time you're killing 2/3 to save 1/3.
Well,
That
and the
doesn't-
entire future.
It doesn't compute.
He was
right?
saving-
That doesn't no.
was
Even
saving-
most computers would go, no. Logic says the other way around, mate.
No, I understand
Yeah,
that.
he was
I
saying
understand
it.
that theory.
Yeah, he was saving it because that 2/3 would be reborn and through other people, and then that 2/3 would then multiply, and then that 2/3. So it was like it's kind of like it was like the movie Inferno, which is a Dan Brown novel, the latest one in the Robert Langdon series, and that's what the guy was like. He's like, we have to have a cull. We have to wipe out a lot of the population just to save our planet. So it's that kind of same thing. So Ozymandias, I would say, definitely played the long game for sure. Captain America. Captain America knew he was a Hydra agent back in 1940. Even before that, he played the long game.
Did
He
know?
played a 70-year-long
Does
game.
it
Did he
count?
really know?
Does it count if he was frozen?
Yeah, because he knew he had to be frozen. He had all the memories. In 1940, he jumps into this pool as the Cosmic Cube. So here's the thing. The Allies lost the war. The Nazis won.
Right.
But they had the Cosmic Cube. So they retconned the entire thing and like, nope, we won. We're going to alter reality because the Nazis are evil.
Right.
Captain America was a Hydra agent. It wasn't that the Red Skull made him one. He was one. They put him in this pool where he was engulfed with all the memories that he was going to. So he already knew what he was going to do as an Avenger, through Civil War, through Under Siege, through Original Sin. He knew everything building up to this point. He knew he had to be frozen. He knew he had to fight Nazis. He knew he had to fight Hydra, the people that he cared about. He had to do all that. He knew he had to build friendships that he would eventually turn on. He played the long game better than anybody I've ever seen.
When was it rewritten?
It was rewritten in technically rewritten in 1944.
No. The original. It's only recently that they rewrote it so he's a Hydra agent.
Technically, yes.
So, up until I was 30 years old, which would have been a long time ago, he was still a good guy.
Of course.
So it's only again. This is what I'm thinking. These people mess with stuff they shouldn't mess with.
Again,
Captain America should always be Captain America.
I was
He
always.
should always
He
be a
hasn't,
good
but
guy.
he hasn't always been Captain America. He has been just the captain.
Yeah, there's been times when he's gone against the American government because he thought they were corrupt.
Remember,
and
he
he
dropped
dropped
the
America
to
from his name and
protect
protect
that
the
whole
people. But again, what he's doing now is to protect the people.
Oh, so yeah,
he
he's-
believes
he's-
that what Hydra is doing is right. He believes that if you
Well,
look at Hydra right now,
If you
it's
look
a year
at,
later.
if you go back to The Walking Dead and look on Negan's side,
Yeah, exactly.
If you
He's doing what
never followed Rick and their crew and you followed Negan, you think Negan was right.
that's exactly what it is.
It's all perspective.
It's to the point where I told you he carries now Thor's hammer. How could a Hydra agent be able to pick? How is he worthy? Because he wholeheartedly believes in his cause.
well, Thor's
A
hammer
year-
just got blown up
well in the
by
movies,
that chicky poo.
but in
By literally
At
the
the-
god of death.
yeah, and literally it's
So, you know.
it's a year later. There's no more crime. Murder is down 90%. There's no more petty crime. The world is safer. All this stuff. So technically, what he's doing, I mean, it's a martial law. It's a totalitarian style of dictatorship. So I don't agree with it, but at the same time, it's one of those things. It's like communism works for a short time. It looks great on paper. So does a totalitarian dictator who just like, look, we're going to wipe out things, da-da-da. There's no more, now we have no more murder, we have no more crime, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Everybody has a curfew, so there's no more crime at night. Boom, boom, boom. It looks great on paper, and it works for a very short time, but it does eventually collapse.
Right.
But like I said, as of right now, he wholeheartedly believes in what he's doing.
But my question is why did they have to go mess with Purity?
I believe,
Are they just doing it just to do it?
no, I believe what happened is Marvel was in dire need of something drastic.
shake it up.
To shake it up, because the last few stories,
Right.
Civil War II and Secret War. Secret War wasn't bad, but it took too long. And then Civil War II was just awful. Okay,
Right.
we got to do something to bring everybody back together under one person. But we need somebody that's going to shake everybody to their core. Villains
Captain
and heroes
American.
alike.
Hey guys, we're almost out of time.
And it also has
Oh,
to
wow.
be movie entertainment worthy.
I do believe they may
Yeah,
go
but,
this route.
but if you get the purists that don't like the fact that they wrote him into being a hybrid, I don't care how you spin it,
Right. They don't
you're not
care.
going to have people go.
The,
I won't go.
Again, I thought that myself until I read the actual book, and I'm reading it now. I'm like, now I want to see where it goes.
and the thing is about the
Because you can see it.
purists-
You're seeing.
I didn't even
Captain
like
America.
I didn't
You've
even
seen
like
him.
Civil War.
Oh, I
The
love
movie.
Civil War.
I didn't like them. I don't want them fighting. I think they just need to keep inventing, or bring villains in there and let them fight them.
the thing is
I
that
like that they fought because there's such big egos in the hero world. Everybody is
What she
hot
said.
shit.
right there.
Everybody thinks that they're the best. They can save everything. They can do all of it. That way.
Yeah, right, the weirdest
Little
fist-
fist versus big fist.
You have to come a very long way.
Oh, there it goes.
There it went. That was awesome.
But there's such massive egos there.
Yeah,
And the
that's
government
true.
And
got
there's
involved.
not enough to tamp it down because there's really honestly not enough estrogen, but there shouldn't be because it would just ruin everything. But they need to have inner conflict to kind of
And I'm okay
let
with.
the heroes not always be the winners.
Right.
Sometimes you have to lose.
Oh, I don't
for
even
the
mind.
other
I don't
heroes
even
to
mind the
win.
heroes getting their butts kicked until the next movie.
But
You're like, oh, how are they going to come
part
back?
You're missing part of the point with that whole movie. That villain showed their weakness, and that weakness is pitting them against each other. He goes, look, you attack an empire and bring it down, they'll rebuild.
Well,
But an
that's-
empire that collapses from within is done.
and to be fair,
that's
this
why
isn't
he
the
did
first
that.
time it's happened.
Yeah,
This is the common flaw of teams is they're very easy to turn on each other.
yeah, and that
No matter
was
how close.
They had to
the
show
Teen
that.
Titans were turned against each other how many
Yeah.
times?
But look at this. What happens at the end of the movie? Captain America breaks all his friends out, but then gives Tony Stark the phone and says, look, if you need me, I'm going to be there. You know we got to go into hiding. We understand the government thing, but look. So there's still it didn't work, but it did almost work. And the villain there was,
I mean, it still
was Baron
kinda
Zemo. Yeah, because now they have to go into hiding. Half of them are hiding now.
And how many movies that have teams, or how many franchises in general that have teams, end up with the teams pitted against each other at some point? Even Ninja Turtles.
The
See?
A team never got
Yep.
pitted against each other.
No.
Nope. Because Mr. T paid a fool.
Didn't they all break up at one point though?
With that being said, though,
They
guess
split
what?
up.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah.
kind of
It's time to go.
your
Is it
time to
that?
go. Oh, yeah.
It is. It's time to go.
Oh.
We appreciate everybody watching and listening to us
Thanks,
ramble
guys.
tonight. Sorry, it was just a ramble show, but it was a ramble show.
I think it went well.
Next week
did.
we're going to do Twitch. Was it Twitch? No. What is it?
No, switch.
Switch.
Are we?
And I'm going
Yeah,
to
that
clean
Mario Kart.
everybody's clock in Mario Kart.
We're all doing it. It's going down.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody next Friday.
Bye.